Hello, Aries, and Happy New Year to those celebrating the December 31st New Year. Um, what do I have for you today? Not very much intuitively. I'm trying to draw back on the intuitive messages quite a lot. So it's going to basically be anything that really stands out for me or anything that comes through for the reading, like through the reading. So shorter introductions I'm going for at the moment, just because I'm getting really confused. I don't know what's for me and what's for other people, what's for which sign. So yeah, really drawing back on that unless it actually comes up in your reading. Um, I did play a few songs though as we went into your reading. So you got Where is the Love by Black Eyed Peas, Who Do You Love by Chainsmokers and the 5 Seconds of Summer, and Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis. So Where is the Love, Who Do You Love? So definitely a bit of a theme coming through there. Perhaps you are in a relationship where you're questioning the other person or the other person is questioning you, saying, are we still in this together? What's going on here? In which case, if this is a relationship, again, it's a general reading, so if it's not your message, don't take it. It's just for somebody else. There's different ways this is coming through. And obviously, any way that it feels relevant to you when you go and listen to those songs or look up the lyrics, use your own intuition and guidance there as well. See what comes out strongly for you. But yeah, don't look back in anger. It's saying, even if you've got relationships that have failed, relationships in the past where you've been hurt, whether that's romance or friendships, any kind of connection, don't look back in anger. Find that peace. So I've got for you patchouli and lavender burning today. Patchouli for love. Where is the love? We're getting it. we're gonna find it for you. And lavender, which is to do with peace and tranquility. So the other reason why I'm using love and peace is because Where is the Love talks about terrorism, and I know that in the news I've seen a couple of I think bomb attacks in America. Seems a bit fishy. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that, but you could also be thinking about this. So for some of you, this is more to do with a political or almost saying like, well, why do people do these things? It's funny that while Where is the Love was playing, I took this deck out and on the underline was the Lover's card. And the underline of this deck was the Orphan and the Father. So here we go, back into the Orphans. For those of you who've been with my channel for a while, you know that that Orphan card absolutely haunts me. So Orphan Father, Where is the Love, possibly worrying about terrorism. Now it's interesting that we had that terrorism theme already with Where is the Love, and then Don't Look Back in Anger came through, which is Oasis. When I live in Manchester, when the Manchester attack happened, the Manchester Arena bombing, people came out in force to show how much they love our community, how much they wanted to support those who'd lost loved ones, and the crowds would sing "Don't Look Back in Anger." Oasis is a band from Manchester, so it's particularly relevant. It was saying, and it was such a beautiful response to something so awful. My left ear is ringing right now. It was such a beautiful response to something so awful because it's like what they say in the Black Eyed Peas song, where it's like black violence breeds violence. My left ear is ringing very, very strongly, so it's a bit distracting. Violence breeds violence, and you have to break the cycle. You responding to, it's almost like when these things happen, they want more violence. They're trying to provoke more violence in the world. Now we've moved into Jupiter and Saturn have moved into Aquarius, which is a very compassionate sign. It's a sign about community, about doing things differently. So hopefully we're moving into a time of peace and understanding of each other. So this could be something that you're particularly wrestling with at the moment, some of you. What else was I just getting there? It may have gone. Oh, Mars is currently in your sign. Mars is the ruler of your sign. It's at home in your sign. So you could feel like you've got a lot of bravery and courageousness and a kind of bit of a go-getter attitude kind of bubbling up inside you at the moment. It's in your sign until January the 6th. So if you want to get something done, you may want to get it done while Aries, Mars is in Aries. Just be aware though that you may be a little bit hot-headed. You may respond to things a little bit impulsively. So if something has bothered you, think of ways to deal with that anger in healthy ways, and not do things that you might regret, basically. So that is your intuitive messages. I'm going to randomise a song for you on camera, and then we'll start to pull cards for you. So 5 minutes in, that's not bad for me. So here we go. Don't Look Back in Anger is currently playing, and Aries. The best song you can give to Aries, please, or those coming to this reading today. Playing with Fire. Interesting. Yeah. You're a very fiery sign. Mars in Aries is very, very fiery. Now, I don't know that song. This isn't my playlist. It's New Year's Eve Bangers by, I think it's like Reese something. So if you wanted to look up this playlist, that's where you can find it. So I'm randomizing, to kind of get those songs that I'm not familiar with. So this may be a song that you know or listen to. Against All Odds. Oh my God, no. Right, okay. I was saying that I'm not going to talk about things that I get through intuitively unless it comes up in the reading. So Against All Odds, the Phil Collins song, was actually an intuitive song that came through for me overnight. So I'm going to add that to your list of songs as well. This may be what it is. It's saying no, we want you to do Phil Collins Against All Odds. So yeah, it could be, again, some kind of relationship breakup, or they were giving me things like blank space, empty space. So it could be somebody's moved out and you've got an empty room. Playing with Fire. Okay, so I'm going to listen to... I'm going to listen to that off camera. I don't want to get copyright strikes, that's why I don't actually play it on camera. So you can pause and listen to that yourself now if you like. And then I'll be back to pull some cards for you. Oh, my nose is so itchy right now. I think that's because that song talks about I'm such a good liar, and so it's like itchy nose. They say if you get an itchy nose, that means you're telling a lie, something like that. Is that what people say? Something along those lines. But that song, yeah, very similar to the Chainsmokers song, Who Do You Love? It's somebody at least suspects somebody else of straying. So again, don't sort of be hot-headed about that and go running to your partner and be like, "Are you cheating on me?" It's a general reading, so it's a message for probably a group of people, but not for everybody. And it doesn't mean they necessarily are. It just means that somebody suspects. But here you've got, "I'm such a good liar. I know you did it." Like someone denying it, but the other person not believing them. So if that's your story, that seems very difficult. Now I'm going to get an overall energy for your reading today from the Kim Kranz Archetypes deck, and then with this deck I'm going to pull some cards for I've forgotten, I really should write it down. What lessons were you supposed to have learnt this year? I'm forgetting my own reading, 1 second. Okay, when I remember my own reading. So you've got what lessons you were meant to have learnt this year. As we go into, because it's New Year's, so I'm doing you a New Year's reading. What lessons were you meant to learn? What do you need to let go of? What baggage do you need to drop? Where are you heading? What's going to happen in 2021? What's going to be the big lesson to learn there? And what challenges are you going to face? So my bracelet's a little bit scruffy. It's actually a choker. I couldn't find my bracelet, but I was like, I really want to wear like my sparkly diamante for the New Year's Eve readings. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And then this is confirmation if I need to confirm anything or get more information. And then this is your advice cards. So let's go. What does the Kim Kranz deck want to tell you? Aries. Okay, there we go. Underline, you've got the shaman. Interesting, a bit sparkly there. That's just New Year's Eve, isn't it? Everybody getting the sparkles out. Scruffy hair there as well. I am very scruffy today, just can't be bothered this week. Eros. Oh, okay. Look, you've got two. It's funny that I just talked about my diamante and then you've got two cards with like sparkly things on. That could be significant for somebody. It could just be that you're getting dressed up, you're wearing, sparkly things for New Year's Eve. Could be there's some kind of gift. Somebody's going to give somebody a gift, maybe a piece of jewellery. Okay, I was getting something else there, but I'm not going to mention it unless it comes up again. Again, I'm trying to be quite concise if possible with the readings. I'm trying to get a sense of control as well over the messages that come through. I want to make sure that the messages that I give you are definitely for you. So I'm just being a little bit hesitant to not kind of blur everything out this time. So here we go. Love as desire, eroticism and sensuality. So this is the overall theme for your reading today. Though Eros can be depicted as unbridled sexuality and eroticism, a more contemplative understanding of this archetypal energy leads us to the root of desire itself. What do we long for? Why are we awakened by love? What makes us hesitate in the face of intimacy? Eros connects us to the primal longing to merge with another human being. Nature, music, art, plants, food, or anything that we perceive we are separate from. Eros allows us to momentarily unite. Our heart embraces otherness, and in doing so we further understand our own. Our life force awakens. This card reveals an inevitable initiation into love's labyrinth. You may find yourself swirling in new territory of desire and sensuality. Explore the labyrinth with a curious and honest heart. Honest, okay, Aries, be honest. And remember, though the way is circuitous, you are always being led towards its centre. Now, Aries, if you are being a little bit deceptive in relationships, now this isn't for everybody, again, different messages for different people. So some of you could be dealing with someone who's a little bit deceptive, in which case it's saying you go into it honestly and openly, and that will bring good karma to yourself. Don't play games. Don't go into it with like, I don't know, I think you're going to hurt me, so therefore I'm going to hurt you first, or anything like that. Go into it openly, honest heart. You've got Mars in your sign right now, which is about bravery as well, and having the courage to do this and be authentic. Though if you are being a bit deceptive in love, it does generate bad karma for you, but also you're not going to attract a love interest that suits your wavelength. If you're being a bit deceptive in any kind of way. So could be something there for somebody. The other way circuitous, you're always being led towards its centre. When light, passion, playfulness and sexual health. When dark, madness, projection and obsession. Go deeper. Love Sonnet 11 by Pablo Neruda and Basket of Figs by Ellen Bass. The Hindu goddess Lalita, she who plays, can help activate Eros energy. She is also known as Kami Shivari, Empress of Desire. Plato reminds us that Aries, you can be experienced as platonic love. It is activated when we witness beauty and truth in the world, when our barriers soften. Beauty and truth, okay. Yeah, there is a theme about truth coming through for you. I've got a song already that I'm thinking about adding to your list of songs in the description box down below, which is about truth. So yeah, definitely a theme of truth and lies coming through. Love, truth and lies in your reading today. So let's pop that there, I think. So can I get, please, I felt the need to give it a little shuffle again and to split the deck. Can I get, what lessons were Aries, or those coming to the reading today, what lessons were they supposed to learn? Look at what's on the bottom again. See, there was a reason why I did that. The Lovers, very strong theme for your reading today. I said that the Lovers was on the bottom of the deck when you had the Where is the Love song, and I found it funny that I was like, there's the love, and I had shuffled, like properly shuffled, and I got the urge to just give it a quick shuffle, split the deck, and then Lovers is back. So you can see that I did that on camera. There's no kind of artifice to my readings. Lessons. What lessons were Aries supposed to have learnt this year? What lessons were Aries supposed to have learnt this year? So we have Saturn in Capricorn, which is all about learning tough lessons. And 2020 has definitely been a difficult year where we've learned those lessons kind of thing. So, oh my God, unbelievable, Aries. Did you see that? You must have seen that. I hope I had the cards on camera as that was happening. King of Cups on the bottom there as well. Yeah. So you've been learning lessons in love, Aries. again, the Lovers card can indicate a choice in love, a third party situation. I think, though, it doesn't necessarily mean that there has been a third party, but that you're definitely dealing with, I think, issues of trust, issues of being able to find a distinction between truth and lies. Or, yeah, I'm getting it through as trust. Almost like perhaps a fear of your partner leaving you or cheating on you, and you having to have like trust, having to trust, having to take that leap of faith, having to open your heart up, having to be brave and trust, even knowing that you're not sure, and even knowing that you could get hurt, could be something like that. But whatever it is, I'll pull clarifies. Definitely an issue of love here, and trust in love, and choice in love potentially as well. Choosing love, choosing to follow your heart as well. Authenticity in love. So what needs to be dropped? Also, the King of Cups, very, very loving, very loving. And you've got this card about independence here as well. Yeah, deep emotions there with that King of Cups. What baggage needs to be dropped, please? What baggage needs to be dropped? What does Aries need to let go of? As quite a lot, but I'm going to take this card. It was trying to hide. You also have temperance, patience. Let go of being patient. Maybe it's time to take action. Let go of feeling out in the cold. Let go of feeling like you can't move towards the things that you want to move towards. So it's funny, death and rebirth there as well. Death is about endings, letting go of things. So you have to let go of some kind of nostalgia for the past here. It could be something that happened in childhood memories, a relationship that you think about a lot. You have a lot of like lovey-dovey, maybe rose-tinted even feelings about this relationship from the past. But this is saying, yeah, you need to let go of something that you're nostalgic about. It's like you can't move on fully until you release this. It could be that, again, could be you've been hurt in past relationships. So that brings a sense of not being able to trust new relationships. Okay. Where is Aries heading? What's coming in? What's coming in 2021 for Aries? What's the big lesson or big path that Aries is going to find themselves on? What good things are coming in for Aries? There we go. Again, that sense of feeling out. Look, unbelievable, same two cards. So as I was saying, you're going to be able to take action. I feel like 2020 has taught us all a lot about patience, about finding that balance between emotions and love. This is he's actually balancing out, normally on the temperance card, water and fire. So it's cups and wands. Cups is all about emotions, love, bringing love into the situation, and the wands and the fire is all about the passion. So it could be that perhaps you've made choices in love in the past that have, perhaps you've made choices based on the passion, based on the desire, based on the erotic connection. And perhaps you're looking back at these past relationships and kind of missing the love aspect. So perhaps now you're thinking, well, perhaps I'm going to go for the love first, the friendship first, before I move into the passion and desire. Perhaps this is how I stop myself getting my heart broken, or I stop breaking other people's hearts, because I want something that's kind of grounded in a loving connection, possibly. You want both, basically. You want both. Yeah, so coming in for you, you may actually find that you need to be patient in a situation. But if you do need to be patient in a situation, if you feel, I feel like this is what's been happening in 2020, to be honest. It's kind of like feeling locked out, feeling like a sense of loss, feeling like a disappointment that something didn't work out. But it's very much like out in the cold, not being able to reach the person, I'm seeing this as, that you want to get to. You can see though, if they lift up the head, the key's right there. They could easily get through that door. But I think that this time out, this blockage that comes in, this when we can't have what we want, it almost like forces us into this contemplative state where we have to do a bit of self-assessment, we have to do a bit of soul searching and look back at the past and figure out what we want. So I think once you've done that self-assessment as well, it's not just looking at what other people have done to you in relationships, it's looking at what role you've played, what things did you do right and wrong in relationships, what could you do better, what kind of people do you go for? Do you really want to keep going for the same sort of people, especially if they keep breaking your heart or disappointing you and boring you, whatever that is, Aries. So this to me is saying once you've learned the lesson, once you've let go of the baggage, then this feeling of being like shut out and patient and not being able to have what you want is going to lift. Okay, that's what you've got to look forward to. But I feel like it comes after you've learnt the lesson, let go of the past, then you can move forward. Temperance is Sagittarius energy. This is Gemini energy, so could be dealing with those signs. You don't have to be. Okay, Aries. What challenges might you face? What obstacles or challenges may you face in 2021? I wanted one card. There's that baggage again. So yeah, you're going to have a sense of, you're still going to have a sense of this nostalgia for the past, this baggage from past relationships kind of resurfacing for you. That's going to be a bit of an obstacle. It's going to be an obstacle to your happiness. But over here, you've got this intuition, this kind of trusting your emotions in situations, being quite calm and peaceful. I think this is what you've been learning, right? This sense of peace and tranquility and going with the flow and releasing. This is a card about freedom. It's happiness and freedom. So the challenge to your freedom is that this baggage is going to kind of keep recurring. It could be like past relationships. Again, doesn't have to necessarily be romance, but people from the past coming back, perhaps with problems, a situation, a scenario that they're giving me. It doesn't have to be this. Could be like perhaps you've left a relationship and you had children with somebody and you've kind of moved on, but you could still have issues with the other parent, because obviously you have to be in the children's lives. You both should be perhaps in the children's lives. Perhaps that's what you're struggling with, somebody who isn't giving enough to the children or something like that. But they may come and ask for money for the children, or you may have to go and ask them for the money for the children, or there could be issues with who takes the children on which days. So it's like you can't fully escape that baggage. It's going to come in sometimes and present itself as an obstacle, but stay calm, be very, very tranquil in your emotions. Don't be too fiery tempered, yeah, that's the best way to deal with this. Don't let it, this is all about equilibrium, about having that emotional balance. So don't get too fiery, don't lose your temper. Do whatever you need to do to be smooth and calm throughout that situation. You've also got Leo here, and you've got this is like Scorpio, I would say, water sign energy. This is definitely a card about feeling very, very burdened, about having to drop those burdens. Tens are about endings. So that's what you're struggling with, how to drop these burdens from the past in whatever form they come in for you. So I'm not going to pull too many cards out of the next deck, because you've got actually quite a few more cards than I was intending here on the table. There's that King of Cups on the underlying back again. So this could be you approaching situations in a very mature, emotionally mature manner. It's like whatever you were doing here, whatever you've been doing in lockdown, where you've been balancing out emotions and that kind of fiery, passionate temper energy, really learning, I feel, how to pull back on your own reins of your passions. So whatever you'd normally go bounding towards enthusiastically, not being able to do that, and actually learning how to be patient, learning how to be emotionally mature, Aries, in lockdown. Otherwise, this could be somebody who has been doing this that you're connected with. So you're connecting with somebody who's going to be able to bring in that sense of emotional maturity into your life. So if you're looking for a choice in love and you've been going for passionate connections, it could be that you're opening yourself up to something that's more emotional. It's very, very nurturing. It's like quite a nurturing, fatherly energy. Again, doesn't have to be a father, but it's that kind of like somebody you can rely on emotionally, and perhaps that's what you need. Okay, A lot of love. King of Cups has a lot of love. It's not the most expressive. He does tend to keep a lot of things within. He's not bottling things up though. He just knows there's a time and a place to be expressive. He doesn't feel the need to kind of go shouting from the rooftops all the time. He just carries that love with him, and he carries it in a very, very solid, dependable manner. So nice character there. Whether that's you getting more emotionally mature, or that's somebody you're connecting with. So tell me anything else you'd like to tell me about the Lovers card for Aries today. Anything else about the Lovers card? The Six of Cups. Yeah, Six of Cups, Six of Cups. So you could be going back to a relationship from the past, possibly. It's saying here you need to end this, you need to drop this. This is in the position of something you need to release. So it could be there's a relationship from the past that you need to release. And it could be that you have a choice in love, in which case release the past connection, even though you may have a sense of nostalgia for it. You may be thinking about the good times, but it ended for a reason. So again, you may have to just let something from the past go, or it could be baggage. Let's find out. Six of Cups. So tell me about the Six of Cups. What needs to be released here? Yeah, it could be that you secretly you know that this is already over, because it came through and kind of like hid in the pack for me, which is something kept hidden. Yeah, blocking as well, guardedness. So yeah, if I take those cards together, these are both cards for me about shields up, being quite stubborn, either stubbornly holding on to something, but I feel like this is stubbornly refusing to accept an offer from the past. It could be that there's a few different relationships from the past. Just to kind of talk you through kind of what I'm getting here. So you've got this Six of Cups, right? It could be that somebody's trying to come in with some kind of apology. Again, could be a relationship where somebody's significantly older, or somebody is significantly more mature in a situation. Could be parent-child, doesn't have to be. It's just coming through as like maturity for me here, either age or experience. So the Six of Cups is normally about equal give and take. It has this kind of connotation of relationships that are very, very fair. So you've got three cups on one side of the relationship and three cups on the other. Here you can see that she's guarded against these three cups. She's stubbornly refusing to accept those three cups from the past. She's not interested in them. You can actually see that these cups are empty. But she has... The meaning of this cup is that there's some kind of divine relationship coming in here. This is the Ace of Cups coming in. She's not seeing it yet. So while she's here sort of thinking about this past relationship, feeling like she doesn't want anything else to do with it, feeling quite guarded against it, or hanging on to it because it is saying that you need to release it, can be both. What this person's not realizing is there's a very, very beautiful relationship trying to come in here, which is quite divinely led. Interesting though that they both have a cup here. You could have two relationships from the past, but use your intuition to know what you need to leave and what you need to keep from those situations. To me, it's this person is trying to come in for you, but you're not accepting it. So tell me about Temperance and the Five of Pentacles. What is this situation that's trying to come in 2021 for Aries? Tell me more about this situation. Oh, right, okay. Now, don't panic. The Death card doesn't always necessarily mean death. We did see the Death and Rebirth card before, so I'm taking it with that connotation. Again, this is... it's a positive card. It doesn't feel positive, but it is a positive card, because what happens is death comes in the tarot to clear something out, to clear some kind of blockage, to clear some kind of hold up, or to end something that wasn't good for you. So I feel like once you release what needs to be released from the past, whether it's an emotional release, a connection, what you should know what it is instinctively, with this High Priestess being on the board. Once you release whatever that is, after that ending, there will be some kind of sense of disappointment. Could be that if you leave a relationship, you have to kind of divide up the assets. That's kind of one of the meanings of the Five of Pentacles. Could be that you shut somebody out of a situation, or they shut you out. But it is teaching you emotional and emotional maturity and how to control your passions. So yeah. Where are we going next? So the challenges that you're going to face is there is going to be this challenge to your happiness, and it is regarding this kind of like letting go of the past, dropping the emotional baggage, of becoming more serene, more emotionally free and intuitive and very calm in the face of things that may try to antagonize you or drag you back to the past. So anything else you'd like to tell me about this? Yeah, it could be definitely that somebody's being very, very deceptive here. I feel like it's this past connection. You're not quite fully releasing it. What they want you to do is release it, but for some reason there's some kind of there is some kind of deception here. For some of you, it may be that you need to kind of sneak away in the middle of the night. The Seven of Swords card is the Thief in the Night card, and this is very much like a long journey, really having a lot of burdens. So there may be a challenge for you where you literally have to kind of sneak out of a situation, pack your bags in the middle of the night. Trust your intuition on this. Yeah, trust your intuition, because this is showing that somebody is being a little bit deceptive. Again, this is a challenge that you need to overcome. And again, it could be you being deceptive, and it's a challenge that you need to overcome. Trust your intuition, because whatever this is, it's blocking your happiness. Okay, on the underline, you've got, you are Aries. You are a badass being, full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this deck, may you find a path to your best self. And just remember, because I would say that this perhaps isn't the happiest of readings. I mean, you have got the Sun card here. You've got this divine connection trying to come in. You've got the Lovers card, which is a very beautiful card, actually. You've got the High Priestess card, which is as spiritual and, Zen-like as you can possibly get. There's a lot of good stuff in your reading, Aries, but there are a lot of challenges that you need to face. So I think the lesson for you when these things come up is how to keep your balance, how to keep your patience, how to have that emotional maturity in a situation, how to use your intuition and be calm in the face of things that are trying to antagonize you, people who are being deceptive around you, unfortunately. And Aries, you don't need those connections in your life, so do let go of them as much as you possibly can. If there's some kind of practical reason why you can't quite let go of them, try and emotionally distance yourself from it. Deal with it in a practical way and keep your emotions within yourself. Keep that happiness, that equilibrium. And that is these things that come in that are difficult to deal with, they come in because they're trying to get you into this, like, look at these cards together. This is where the universe is trying to get you. Like, this is what they want for you. Okay, this absolutely, I mean, this is so tranquil, so patient, so controlled, a huge amount of emotional control here. Look at these two characters as well with their eyes closed. Could be an intuitive link with somebody as well here. But it's very much like keeping that spiritual connection alive, trusting your instincts, not letting anyone come in and ruffle those beautiful angel feathers on your back. A huge amount of water and fire here, emotional and passionate balance, pulling back on your own reins, going with the flow. Like, this is what the universe is trying to create for you. This is where the universe wants you to be. Really mature, like, you don't need anyone else to make you happy kind of energy. And when you get to that place where it's like, I'm strong, I'm stable, I don't need anyone else to make me happy. Nobody can ruffle my feathers. Nobody can push my buttons. I'm good. I can see what those people are trying to do. I can see they're trying to push my buttons, and I'm not going to let it happen. I'm going to have that stability. I'm just going to, like, float away from those people who are trying to annoy me or who are doing things that they shouldn't be doing. It's like, I can only control myself. I can't control other people. If other people around me are being jerks, that's their business. But I can live my authentic, beautiful, serene truth, and be really, really, like, strong on my own. And if somebody who comes in who matches your level, who matches that kind of emotional maturity, and has that kind of control over the passion, then you can let them in, and it's going to be a beautiful, like, divinely led relationship. But you have to get yourself to this place first. So I do hope that was helpful to you, Aries. Let's get you an advice card and a spirit animal. Guides, if I could just get one card, please. We're going to get you a spirit animal for 2021. So it's think of it as kind of like a spirit guide. If you see this animal around, take it as a sign from the universe that they're trying to get your attention and make you think about something, or warn you about something, or maybe confirm whatever you're thinking about at that time. So can I get one card, please? A spirit guide for Aries in 2021. A spirit guide, please, for Aries in 2021. Whoa, did you see how that flipped over? Antelope spirit, life is speeding up. Okay, so if you see antelopes, not the most common of animals, I have to say. Excuse me, but if you do see them, this is kind of like the energy that the universe is using as your Patronus. I don't know why they're giving me this Patronus. Maybe you just watched Harry Potter. Number 2. Twos are again about soulmate connections or divinely led relationships. So there could definitely be a connection for you here that is on your wavelength. So again, the universe is trying to get you into this high vibration so that you can have a high vibrational relationship coming in. Again, it doesn't have to necessarily be a lover. It can, I mean, you're leading with the Lovers card and Eros, but for some of you, it could just be like a friendship connection or a work connection, but it's somebody on your wavelength. Really feels like a blessing, like thank you universe for bringing this person into my life, but you need to be in this high vibrational energy first, because you have to match the energy that you're trying to attract. So if you're in low vibrational energy, if you're in this energy, sneaking around, being a player, holding on to all that baggage, you're going to attract people who are also in that low vibration. So I hope that's coming through. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say there. Like, be the person you want to attract. Be your best self, and you will attract people who match that vibration. Right, let's see what the antelope spirit has to say. Life is speeding up. When antelope spirit rushes into your life, you are being reminded of the quickening of your personal evolution as a powerful co-creator. You are being told unequivocally that it's time to get moving. So yeah, I was picking that up on with this like temperance. It's like coming out of that patient energy, but you've learned how to be patient. So you know when to be patient and to sit back and chill, and you know when you need to take action. Set your intentions and take action towards making your dreams real. There is an intensity you can feel, and it is important to take advantage of this energy right now. As I was saying, you've got until the 6th of January before Mars moves out of your sign. So use the energy while you've got it, if you've got it. If you have a plan for your career or financial abundance, now is the time to step it up. If you're asking about a relationship, make that first move. Just know that the intentions you have set in motion are coming together now at warp speed. Stay alert and keep up. Things are getting interesting when antelope spirit calls you to move quickly. Okay, so exciting. That's a nice note to end it on. Aries, I do hope that was helpful for you. I do have a lovely New Year's and a safe New Year's, you know, COVID safe, and all the other kind of safety advice you need to take on New Year's Eve. If you're going out, yeah, take care and have a wonderful 2021. Bye, Aries.